Alright guys, we just dropped those metal pipes we picked up from that base. I gotta plug this in, this is about to die. And couldn't show you guys because I'm on the base obviously. But I'd been sitting out here for about 20 minutes and the guy comes out and he's like, you here to get unloaded? After I went in the office and gave him the paperwork and all. It's like, yes sir. He's like, all right, I guess I'll see you in about an hour and a half. And I have an appointment for 8 o'clock. And I'm like, an hour and a half? He's like, yeah. I'm like, why an hour and a half? He said, is this going to take you that long to get all this untarped and unstrapped? I was like, that's not part of your load. Your load's already unstrapped on the other side of the trailer. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. So, that's what happens when you assume something. You look like an idiot.
I thought that we had something special. I thought I handled this so well. I know we had the right intentions, but somehow it came to an end. I was looking for a remedy. Now I got a who's in front of me. I was looking for a remedy. Now I got a who's in front of me. Yeah. Push it back, hold you close, start a fight, there you go. I get unstable, I get unstable. In my bed all alone, never know when you home. I get unstable, I get unstable. Remember the first time I met you, the way that it had made me feel. But later something changed between us, and now I don't know where we meet. I was looking for a remedy. Now I got a who's in front of me. I was looking for a remedy. Now I got a who's in front of me. Yeah. Push you back, hold you close, start a fight, there you go. I get unstable, I get unstable. In my bed all alone, never know when you home. I get unstable, I get unstable. I get unstable. I get unstable. I push you back, I hold you close. Push you back, hold you close. Start a fight, there you go. I get unstable. I get unstable. In my bed all alone, never know when you home. I get unstable. I get unstable. Push you back, hold you close. Start a fight, there you go. I get unstable. I get unstable. In my bed all alone, never know when you home. I get unstable. I get unstable.
right, guys, that is that. So I moved this all the way forward because I'm pretty sure that piece back there weighs a lot more than what they said. They said 1,500 pounds. If you guys remember that piggyback forklift that I had just that on the back of my big Tex on the way home and all the way down to Florida. I didn't ride that bad, but something's bouncing me around. Maybe it was the load that we just took off. Pretty sure that was a lot lighter than what they said it was, and I think this is heavier than what they said it is. So I just threw all the tarps in the back of the straps in the back. Ooh, I gotta tarp that up there. Glad I remember that. I just threw all the straps in the back. I gotta try to beat this New York traffic. I gotta strap that down real fast. I moved that engine forward a little bit, put it by itself. I was gonna walk it all the way up, but that thing's, they said it's 500 pounds. I bet it's every bit of 500 pounds. It's no joke. So let me strap those tarps down. I gotta grab my clipboard here, and we're gonna drive as far as we can. I think we can get up to the point of dropping that back piece, but I don't think they're gonna be open. I don't know, we'll see when we punch it into the GPS here. So we'll see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, it's 6:30 at night. We just arrived at the last New York drop. I called this place to see if how late they were open, hoping that maybe somebody would still be here at like 6 o'clock. He said they closed early for the winter time, so even if I would have got here at like 4 o'clock, like I'd hoped, they would have been closed. But anyways, I talked to them and they said that I could stay right here on the property. I'm parked across the way from the scale. They have a scale here. It's a pretty big outfit. Looks like they've got probably 25 pieces of large equipment, anywhere from backhoes to, it's like a road grader. Kind of hard to see, it's kind of dark out there. But yeah, so we're gonna be staying here for the night. It's at the end of a road, so I hope a lot of people don't come out here. And I get a little weird with staying where there ain't a lot of people around. And I guess if I have to use the bathroom, there's a big giant hill. I have to show you guys in the morning. There's a big giant hill to my right. I don't know if I have to walk up that hill to take a TP. I mean, to go, you know. Anyways, all right, so I'm going to cook some food. Maybe I may just make some sandwiches. It's 23 degrees outside right now. I'm not sure what it's gonna get tonight. Let me see how cold it's gonna get. I thought about idling my truck just because I'm weird about situations like this, where if I have to hurry up and leave, I will. Okay, so it looks like this is the coldest it's gonna get tonight. 23. Yeah, right now is the coldest. It looks like it's gonna warm up a little bit to 25, 27, 28, 30. So they're gonna be here at 7 o'clock. We'll drop this, and then I got 2 over in Mass. Truck stop load board went down again today, so I wasn't able to use that to find something coming back out of Mass. It came up around like 4 o'clock-ish. 4 o'clock is usually when the boards start dying down again. So that's pretty shitty. You know, you pay all that money for this load board and it goes down It goes down more than my internet does at home, and that's a lot. So, all right, fellas, I'm going to put up my window things, make a sandwich, and my service was pretty terrible earlier driving here. It looks like it's good now, so I'm gonna probably do some Netflixing and chilling for the rest of the night. Whew, all right, guys, it's 6:30 in the morning. It says it's 27 degrees outside. I actually put my coveralls on today because I gotta unload this. Probably gonna get out there in about 10 minutes. It's really dark out right now, so I'm hoping it gets a little bit lighter so I can see what I'm doing. But the plan is to drop this and start looking for loads as soon as the boards come active. We've got 2 in Massachusetts. One's in Maynard, Massachusetts. The other one is I don't know, the guy had to text me the address. It's like 30 minutes away. Haverhill, Massachusetts. So I'm hoping I can find something. Today's Friday, January 10th. I'm really hoping I can find something that I can grab and get out of the Northeast. Maybe get over towards like Ohio or Michigan, something like that. But I'm gonna hope this sun comes up soon. We'll get this thing unstrapped and we'll get back to you guys. All right, guys, I think it might be light enough. It's probably lighter than what you guys are seeing if the viewfinder is telling me the truth here. 650. I think I can get this thing untarped and unchained in 10 minutes. As far as rolling up the tarp, I might just bunch it up until we get these first 2 dropped. I really don't want to roll it up in the snow. I guess you guys can't see the snow, but there's snow everywhere. So yeah, let's get this thing done. Look at this giant house somebody's trying to build. Man, I hope that's showing up. But it looks like they have a single wide trailer and then they've just been building onto it. I'll try to remember to show you guys one more time before I leave here so you guys can see. It's wild. Alright, let's get back to work. Oh, I bought this magnetic light, this Husky magnetic light. It was over in like the Christmas section of Home Depot, but it was after Christmas, and it said it was like originally $24 and they had it marked down to like $14. It's got a magnetic base and it's got these 2 different swivel lights, 500 lumens. Anyways, it was marked down to 14, but when I went up there and rang up for 7. So I ran back and grabbed another one of them. One for the shop, one for the truck. And you can see it's fairly bright. And it's got 2 different modes. One's not as bright as the other. And I like that it's magnetic. So I figured like if I ever get a blowout, I can just kind of stick it here. And then kind of point the lights down to where I can see the tires when I'm changing them. So that's pretty sweet. I don't know if you want to check your Home Depot. Of course, you guys probably ain't going to see this for like 8 months. So next Christmas when this posts, just go see if they still have these things. I've got two different types of coveralls. I've got the piece that has the jacket made into it, and then I have these. I like these a lot better because sometimes you want to just peel off your jacket but keep your pants on, and it feels like these give you more working room. I've had these since I was a brick mason. That tells you how old these things are. It's been a while. I haven't really changed much. That's a lot of hell for not rolling up my tarps and rolling up my straps. From some of you guys sometimes tell me I need to do it as soon as I'm done. But if I can get somewhere, possibly get another load or get unloaded or get to a truck stop at a decent time, I'm going to do that. Because as you can see, you always have plenty of time to do this stuff. But if you wait around doing this on the job, you'll run out of time to get to the next job or to get to the truck stop. If I have time, I'll do it on the job. If not, I'll just throw them in the truck and roll. You guys gotta remember, it's my business, not yours. I don't have to do it your way, I have to do it mine. So if it bothers you, sorry. Hell, Christmas, the drop I did before Christmas break, I left my tarps bundled up on my trailer for 2 weeks. I told myself that when I was home, I wasn't going to touch the truck or the trailer. That's all it seems to be. When I get home, I'm always having to do something in the truck or do something in the trailer. And I said, not this time. So I got so much done on the car. I'll have to make another video of that. Show you guys what's up. These bad boys in the toolbox.
to do stuff like that up here, though.
I bet. Awesome, man.
I had a friend there. He started his own truck business up here. And he left me moved down there to Tennessee. Fucking insurance was about to drop out his truck and everything else.
Yeah.
Being up here.
Yeah. Cool, man. I'm gonna do pre-trip and head on to Mass.
All right.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks, sir.
I said sign that for it. Take it.
Oh yeah, that's. I mean, if you guys want a copy?
No, I think it's all right. I mean,
Are you sure?
Your paperwork.
Yeah. I just need to. That's how I get paid.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll do.
All right, man. All right, man. Yep. All right, guys, and then there was two. So that's not a trailer up there. Now that I can see, they've got like these troughs going in and out. So I don't know what that's for, but it's not a house. So that's what happens when you assume something. You look like an idiot. All right, let's hit the road. Yeah, it's really started right up for them. It's out of gas. My kids.
It's magic what you have done.
All right, guys, we are empty. Let's see what we got here for mileage, because I reset the mileage, and if I don't do it right now, I'll forget. I know I haven't been doing this, and I'm such a piece of crap for not. Let's just all right. So this is what we did. Can I get this thing in there? Let me just disconnect it here. There it is, 21.97. We got 10 miles to the gallon. So we'll call it 2,200 miles. I think with everything that we had, it paid $43.50, 42 or 43.50. I can't remember. Engine paid 400. Everything else paid 1,000 except for the thing we dropped this morning. And then something paid $9.50, I think. God, I can't remember. Lita's been doing all the factoring. Anyways, so I've been on the boards all day long today. And better turn that off. I'll end up getting demonetized for some music. So I was on the board and I seen a load going from New Jersey. Truck stop said it was 130 miles from me. And it's going 430 miles down to Virginia. And I called him up and she asked me what I could do it for, and I told her $800. And then she said, okay, I can do that. And I didn't actually look up where it was picking up and where it was dropping off. But I think truck stop lied a little bit, like it always does. So I think my deadhead's gonna be a little bit more. And then it's dropping off south of Richmond somewhere. And I didn't realize it was gonna be south of Richmond either. You just don't have time, especially if you're in a really bad area and you know loads are gonna go fast. You just don't have time to look up. I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, just look it up and see where it's at. You don't have time for that. You either, it's like a grenade. If someone throws a grenade at you, you either need to throw it back or jump. You don't have a choice. So, but that's it, guys. We are going to take our 30-minute break so we can drive. Lita's looking for me a hotel room because there's no truck parking around where we're picking up. So when I figure out what we're doing, we'll see you then. All right, guys, it's 7 o'clock at night. We made it to the room. We are staying at a Ramada. Looks like they got a putt-putt place right next door too, so I might have to hit that up. But dang it, one of my straps came unwound. It has not been a good trip. So basically what's happened is I lost that load. The whole reason I drove over here, I lost that load. And of course the broker pulls the whole thing. It's been within the 24-hour period. I was like, yeah, but you know, I just rented a hotel room for 3 days because there's no parking over here by the pickup. And the deal with this load was I had to be there at 7 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't be late. I had to be there at 7 o'clock in the morning because they needed it delivered the same day. So there was no parking around. And since they needed it the same day, I wasn't able to stay farther out because then I would run out of time and I wouldn't have the time to drive the load to the drop-off. So we found a room. Well, actually, we found 2 rooms. The first room I called, I was like, hey, do you have room for a semi-truck? Yes, we have room for a semi-truck. Sorry to sound racist, but he didn't speak English very well. But basically, I was like, you have plenty of room. Yes. Okay. I was like, all right, let me get the room. Told him 3 days. Lita looks up the address. Oh, and he told me you'll be parking across the street. I'm like, that's fine. Lita looks up the address. There's a strip mall across the street, right? So she says, I hope he's not talking about you parking in this strip mall. I said, why? She's like, it's tiny. There's no way you're gonna fit over there. I was like, all right, let me call him back. So I call him back and I'm like, are you wanting me to park in the strip mall across the street over by the donut place? He's like, yes. He's like, what time do you leave for work? I said, leave for work? He's like, yes. What time do you leave in the morning? I said, I won't be leaving in the morning. I'm gonna stay there for 3 days and I won't be leaving till Monday. He says, oh, okay, do me a favor. He said, 7 o'clock in the morning, move your truck back to our parking lot. 7 o'clock at night, move your truck back over there. I was like, dude, I can't be moving my truck back and forth, especially at 7 o'clock in the morning. Like, I want to wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning to go move my truck. You know, it's my 34 down. I'm not waking up early so I can move my truck. I was like, dude, this isn't gonna work. It's like, oh, let me call my gas station friend, see if you can park over there. I was like, nah, dude, you know what? I'm just gonna look for something else. So that's when we found this Ramada. And then, so I was on the phone with someone and I seen a phone number pop in and it was like 4:45, right? But I keep getting these phone calls, your car's warranty is expired, blah, blah, blah. Can we stick a security sign in your yard for free service? You know, and since it's after 4 o'clock, I'm like, there's no way it's a broker or whatever. So anyways, Lita texts me and she's like, did the broker call you? I was like, I don't think so. She's like, we lost that load. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. You know, I'm already on my way here. We've already booked the room for 3 days. And she's like, I was like, damn, that must have been that number that called me. So I immediately hung up with Lita and I called the broker. I'm like, hey, I heard we lost the load. She's like, yeah, I'm sorry, you can still have it, but it's not going to be ready for a couple more days. I'm like, well, here's the problem. So I booked the hotel room for 3 days. She's like, well, how much was it? I was like, I don't know. I can have Lita email you over a copy of the receipt to prove, you know, I was going to prove to her that we actually had a room. I wasn't trying to like snake her out of money. So Lita shoots her over a copy of the receipt for the room. And then the next thing we know, we get an email from her because I told her we can't cancel because they told us that we can't cancel if it's after 4. Well, the broker told me, just give me the receipt, I'll take care of it. Well, that, you know, I'm like, sweet, she's gonna pay for the hotel room for the 3 days. You know, sucks we lost a load. It sucks I don't have time to find a load and have one ready for Monday morning now. But hey, she's gonna be cool enough that she's gonna pay for the hotel room. I can't complain too much. Well, next thing we know, we get a email from her saying she called the hotel room and we can't cancel tonight, but we can cancel for Saturday and Sunday. And I'm like, you know, I'm still stuck over here in Jersey with no parking. You know, what does she expect me to do since I drove over here to take her load and it canceled? I understand it's probably not her fault, you know, and I've harped on this before. I don't understand why everybody's in such a big hurry before they even finish welding the product or painting the product or whatever. They're such in a big hurry to have a truck lined up before it's even done, you know? So now I have to start asking these brokers, is the product actually finished? Yes. Are you sure it's finished? Yes, I'm sure it's finished. And I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna need you to put on the rate con that if it gets canceled even before 24 hours, you're still gonna pay me cancellation fee, you know? And then they're gonna be like, oh, we're not gonna do that, blah, we can't do that. Well, stop booking these loads before this stuff is even finished being produced. It's killing me. You know, that's 2 canceled loads in 1 week. That is completely like threw a monkey wrench in the whole thing, because I had already bid on another load for Tuesday. So this load was supposed to pick up on Monday and we were gonna drop it Monday. I'm sorry, these lights are like, sometimes I'm good, but then I move around because I'm an idiot. So the lighting's kind of messed up. I tell you what, let me finish this when I get to the room, because I look like a weirdo standing out in the parking lot. Let me grab my bag, I'll get to the room, I'll finish talking to you guys. Close these blinds. Let's take a look around. I don't understand how all these hotels have the same good looking dude. I don't get it. Oh, nothing too fancy. I think it was $75 a night. Oh man. Anyways, I don't even remember where I was now. In a closet. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna stop this and go back and watch and see what I was talking about. I did not realize if I connect this through the app, I have a lot more options. Is it picking up my voice through my phone or through the camera? I've been having some trouble with it too, where it won't turn on and it won't record, and I have to eject the battery and put the battery back in. But anyways, so I bid on a tractor, and of course the broker's like, yeah, this is a bid load, tell me what you could do it for and I'll call you back whether we get it or not. Even if we don't get it, I'll call you back. I'm like, all right, cool. So it was 16 feet long and it was like 6,000 pounds, but they wanted it dedicated. So I knew it was below Richmond. I can tell you exactly where it was. I think I can exit out of this. Actually, no, I can't because I didn't screenshot it. Anyways, I think I bid like $1.90 a mile for this tractor. It was $1,100 on, I don't know, whatever it was, for like $1.90. But he never did call back. But had I bid on that load and won it, and then this other job fell out, see, that's what these brokers don't think about, is when they cancel a load, it doesn't only affect the driver, it affects the next broker. So what's happening a lot of times now is these brokers, they want to make sure, are you empty right now and are you ready to pick up right now? because they've run into this before where a driver has to cancel a load because another load fell out. So it's just a chain reaction of crap that happens. But you know, they don't care. I mean, okay, so what she did was she paid for tonight. She basically sent me a rate con for $75 for the canceled load, paid for the first night, which doesn't really matter because now we're stuck until, I can't really look for a load until Monday. I'm gonna go ahead and get on the board tomorrow and start looking for a load and hope there's a broker working. But I'm stuck now. You know, I wasted my entire day that I could have been looking for a load. Like I said, I understand sometimes loads cancel, but it seems like they're always canceling now because one, the broker's trying to screw you out on your money and get a cheaper truck, or the product just isn't ready, you know? So that's what's up. Just want to give you guys a heads up. And I might go live this weekend. I don't know. I don't know how good the Wi-Fi is here. I'll have to connect my phone to it, see how steady it is, kind of give you guys an update. Just for a time reference so you guys know, I dropped the, or Lita dropped the DOT being at the house for 3 days. And honestly, it's been so long ago, I can't even remember what's happened. But there's a couple other things that's popped up. So we have our address set at UPS, just because we have a YouTube channel, Life on the Road. They had an issue where they used their personal address, and then not Life on the Road, Truck and Travel, used their personal address, and then people just started showing up at their house. So I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna have that happen. I love you guys to death, but as you guys can see, there's people out there that just want to cause harm just to cause harm. And that's why I don't really, it's kind of why I'm keeping behind on the videos a little bit too, just for my safety. I mean, I've had death threats from people, you know, like how petty can you be? One guy told me he's gonna steal my truck and my trailer. Just the amount of stuff that people, just the crap they talk sometimes is crazy, you know? I don't need some weirdo out there slashing my tires or any of that. Maybe I can do like a scheduled meetup where I'll stop somewhere, but I won't be staying there. Of course, then I have to worry about somebody following me to wherever I'm going next, but that's pretty much what's going on. I feel like I had a decent week. I had to bust my ass this week to have the decent week. I mean, picking up 5 partials. You guys can see I had to tarp 2 of the partials, and then I had to move some of them around. So that's kind of a pain in the butt. What I shoot for is $750, at least $750 a day. Had the military load been able to drop when they said it was going to drop, the guy that unloaded me said he would have unloaded me after 2 o'clock. That wasn't an issue. The rate con didn't have a number on it, so I had to keep going to the broker to contact the people, and that's a pain in the butt. It's just one thing after another. So that load put me back on everything. I should have had everything dropped on Thursday, and then I should have had all day today to look for a load and to get out of the Northeast. But since that load, I mean, we got there at like 2:30 and we couldn't drop it. So my plan was to drop that at 2:30, and then we were gonna shoot over to the one of the New York ones and drop that, drive up and drop that other one, and that was Wednesday, and then we would have been dropping Massachusetts on Thursday. But obviously that didn't happen, and I've been talking for 6 minutes, if that's right. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. A lot of people get mad because I talk too much. A lot of people like me talking and bitching. I can never win. Either the videos are too long, too short, people like the music, people don't like the music. It's a never-ending battle. All right, let me let you guys go.